It's the Slam Dunk.
I'm dedicating this podcast to how we live our lives and ask the question, is there a better way? And certainly with this Slam Dunk, I want to focus on this. And I constantly say this, but we in New Zealand are almost like lab test rats, aren't we, really? We have taken the bait and we work long, hard hours, and then we get the biggest insult of all. We're told that we aren't that productive. And we certainly know that we're not paid that well and way less than our Australian mates, who, by the way, do 38 hours a week while we still do 40 hours plus, and we're paid so much less. We hit the roads at the same time as everyone else. We do all that time in the office, and we aren't really that productive, they tell us. And we're easily distracted, we know that, and could be better off working somewhere else. And we don't diary in our kids, we don't diary in the gym or exercise, and we don't diary in things like food shopping, holidays, walking, all those sorts of things. We kind of just stumble from one point to the next point and hope that we make it out the other end better off and better than when we first started the journey. So this is about more planning. And we really do any sort of planning. So in today's interview with Anya, the founder of the Swedish company Be Minded, you will learn how we can live our lives so that we can get better outcomes and the best outcomes, and we get to be in control of our lives and don't do pointless things that take time and basically get us nowhere. Don't say yes to things that take us nowhere. I've started to follow this in my own life with fishing. I go fishing when I want to, and I make time for it. I sort of diary it into my head. I believe it keeps me alive and will keep me alive for longer. It's my mental clearance, my mental space. I refuse to get tied up on the phone talking nonsense with people for far too long for the sake of it. It just eats you. If it's not working for me, it's not working for me. If it's not working for you, it's not working for you. For too long, I've struggled to say no to people and don't want to let them down. That's how I've been. And I've reluctantly said yes, only to then really regret it. And I hate the thought of people thinking, oh, I'm not giving of myself, or that I'm some sort of selfish bastard. So that's why I've predominantly said yes. But I'm learning slowly to how to say no. And you don't need to even give an excuse. If you can't or don't want to, just say you can't be there. Just say something like that. Empower yourself. This is what Be Minded is. Make sure you front end the important stuff. So put it at the very front of your priority. Make sure you prioritise your family time and kids, because it doesn't come again. It doesn't come around a second time, you know what I mean? And it all happens so quickly. Do you really want your kids to think that you were just an extension of your phone, or an extension of your office, or an extension of your car or your van or whatever? They see all this and they will tell you whether you're present or not. My son, for instance, knows that I'm present, but usually late, but present. So that's how he described me. But this is about taking back control of your life or your lives and being strong enough to know what's important and putting work into some kind of perspective and saying, no, I can't be there and I won't do that. You will know what works for you. So back yourself. Have time away from the phone. We spoke to a couple recently who follow this approach. From 3 to 6 p.m, there are no phones when they're at home. They have their kid time and their food time. This is about putting yourself and your life first, so the quality of your life is better. I refuse to say drive and sit in peak traffic, so I bought an electric motorbike to keep me moving. So I took control of peak. I'm no longer sitting in peak traffic. This is about controlling your current and daily life to suit you and not someone else. So be your own person, not a slave or servant to someone else. This is what Be Minded is all about, in my view. You will find not much is that urgent in life. And no, you don't need your phone 24/7. Dave doesn't answer the phones on the weekend if it's working. Good on him. It's a disaster to think that you need to. Be minded, be in the moment. Put yourself and your priorities at the top of the list and what works for you. Put the other stuff down the bottom or into tomorrow, because it can wait. And no one else knows this, but it can wait and you know it can. Set yourself some rules, write them down, make it work and stick to them. And ignore the outside voices who wish you to have chaos and wish you to lose control and wish that you would say yes to them and wish you to be at their beck and call. Up yours. Back yourself and be minded. Go for it.